Jason Hall, who wrote the script, his research that he did, he spent hours and hours with Chris, fishing with him, going down there, and with seals, almost too close, really. And that's all bleeds into the script, and then we were able to bring that to life in the movie. The other thing about this movie, it's a wonderful love story. And Taya Kyle, who's Chris's wife, played by Sienna Miller, really gives him, it sort of matches him with energy and strength. And you have these sort of two very strong characters who come in contact with each other, and there's a lot of fire, and there's a lot of love and a lot of pain because of it. When I was growing up, the two men that I wanted to work with were Robert De Niro and Clint Eastwood. Honestly, that was always, and I always, in some crazy way, felt like our paths were going to cross. And every time I put myself on tape, and I remember J. Edgar, you never know really, but I remember you were like, yeah, he's in the mix, and I thought like, oh, maybe this is it, this is it. And then actually, Clint and I were going to do another movie at one point a year ago, and it just didn't work out. And I thought, oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's gone, and I'm never going to work with him. And then when this came around, the circumstances were pretty uncanny. This guy was 230 pounds, and he was a monster. And when I had just finished this Cameron Crowe movie, I was 185 pounds. So, and I just said, there's no way if I don't believe I'm Chris, no one else is going to believe it. And I need to figure out how he talks, and then I need to figure out how he walks. And the only way to do that is to get as big as he was, or try to. And along with everything, all the other work, that was just get to a point where I could even begin to believe I'm him. I did as much research as I could, and there's a lot out there, tons out there, and I had access to so many things, and I thought it'd be so interesting if somebody told him in November, before he was horribly murdered, that, there's going to be this actor that's going to watch every single thing that recorded that you've ever said or done many times to the point where he can recite it. I mean, it's just such a surreal thing. But I was that guy. I had that honor, and that's what it felt. It felt like I had a tremendous honor to be able to pretend to be him, and I loved it. I loved every moment of walking in his shoes, every moment of it. American Sniper is a story about one Navy SEAL named Chris Skyle, who joined the SEALs when he was 30 years old, and he did 4 tours in Iraq as a Navy SEAL sniper. And he is listed as having 160 reported kills, which is the most kills for a sniper in U.S. military history by a long shot. He did 4 tours, and Sadr City and Fallujah and these places were very real hotbeds, and he saved a lot of Marines, and was good at excelled at what he did. And it's his story. It's a story about this man. It's really just a character study, and what it was like to become a SEAL, go on these tours, and then how while he did that, he fell in love with a woman, Taya Kyle. They had 2 children, and balancing that life between being a soldier at war and a father at home and a husband, and what that did to him.